Hey Alan, it's core day. I love core day. We are going to do all kinds of plank exercises today. So get a foam pad, a little bit more than your traditional yoga pad. I'm using this kind of foam stability pad. You can also use a second yoga mat to roll up. So you can put your hands on, put your forearms on, or you can just grab a towel. Just anything to give you some extra cushion, okay? We are gonna start with one of my favorite plank exercises. These are plank rainbows or plank hip dips. So you can call them whatever you would like, but I start on elbows. And what this looks like is we're having our toes all the way out, everything's in a nice straight line, we're pressing up through our shoulders so that we don't get those winged scapula or winged shoulder blade look. And what we're gonna do is dip over to the side and dip over to the side. So I want you guys to set up with me. Start with your feet hip width apart, push through those forearms, shoulder blades activated, and you're gonna dip over to one side and dip over to the other. Just like our previous exercises, we're gonna go for 50 seconds, and then we're gonna switch it up. So, if you need to modify this, please either bring your feet together for a little bit more difficulty, or take your feet further apart for a little bit of an easier or less intense, it's not crazy easier, but less intense exercise. Really try to control the dip on the way down. Don't let your hips just fall down to the ground, and don't let them touch the ground either. Nice and controlled this whole time. Keep those shoulders activated. 3, 2, 1, rest. We're gonna go into a side plank next. So I'm gonna do a kneeling side plank. So, elbows on the ground, hips are up and push forward, and we're up to the sky. I'm gonna have you reach up with your up arm and take your up leg and press it on, or lightly tap it onto the ground. So this is how you're going to adjust. If your hips are fully forward, you should feel activation through your lower glute during this exercise. If you cannot, or if you don't feel like it's quite enough for you, then you can lift off with your up leg. Keep it bent for a little bit less, keep it straight for a little bit more, okay? I'm gonna keep my foot slightly on the ground because I can feel some nice activation through my glute right now. And I know we have a whole nother set of these. So we got 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Let's switch sides. So same thing, elbows down, kneeling, and arms up. Foot is slightly tapping the floor, and those hips are straight forward. Really squeeze the glutes, make for sure your hips are fully extended like they need to be. Also, make for sure your shoulder and your elbow are fully stacked. We don't want to be out in front or out behind of our elbow, meaning out behind, out in front. We want to be right on top. Everything's stacked, nice and stable. Good work. Remember, you can raise that leg up if you need a little bit extra. Bend it if you need somewhere in the middle, or keep it lightly tapping if you feel that your glute is nice and firing without any extra stimulus. Got about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're going into a full regular plank right now, but up on hands. So, you're gonna be pressing through your hands, make for sure your shoulders are activated, you're straight from head to toe. Feet are out a little bit further and you're lifting one leg. So shift weight over onto your right, we're lifting through the left. Good work. And we're gonna pause, take a 5-second break, excuse me. Shift weight back over and lift again. Good job. A little less than 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, good work. We're gonna go right back into that. We're lifting the right side this time. All right, feet back out wide, Shifting weight back over to our left this time and lifting on the right side. We're gonna have that 5-second break in the middle again. Good job. These are tough. Getting some extra glute work in with our core, traditional core work. And rest. Good, and shift and lift. Keep those shoulders activated, press through the floor. Y'all are doing great. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Good work. This one's gonna be tough but fast, which is awesome. All right, roll those shoulder blades back a little bit. Nice shoulder rolls in. If you're like me, this is an arm workout and a core workout. So stretch them out, shake them out, do whatever you need to really reset your body. Go into child's pose if you'd like. Hang out there for a few seconds. Come back up. Get ready for some hip dips. We are going to start in a little less than 20 seconds. So, 5 minutes of plank again, and we're going to be done for the day. Okay, so we're going to start up again on elbows. Our feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. Remember, you can widen them for a little bit of less intensity or narrow them for a little bit more intensity. So let's get set up and in position. We're going to get in a nice neutral position from nose to toes. Good. And we're going to dip one hip down, rolling over, dip the other side, rolling over, dip. Remember, we're wanting to stay nice and in control the whole time so that we're not letting gravity pull our hips down. We are controlling them down, we are controlling them up, and we are controlling them down again. Y'all are past halfway. Good job. We have 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Good. Get set up for side plank. Shoulder down. Shoulder stacked right over your elbow. Knee is down. Arm is up. We're lifting if you want to lift. Doing a bent knee if you want to do a bent knee. Or you're keeping that leg down, you're tapping. The main goal here is to make sure your hips are pushed all the way forward. It almost feels like you're overemphasizing that area. And if it feels like that, you're probably doing exactly right. My arm's shaking a little bit already. I don't know about you guys. Good. Keep breathing. Y'all are doing so good. And about 10 more seconds, and we're switching sides. Try not to push through that upper leg, just let it lightly lay on the ground. Nothing's happening up there. Keep those hips nice and tall. Good, let's switch sides. Elbows down, shoulders stacked over elbow, knee is down, foot is down or up or bent, arms to the sky, hips are fully forward. Hold. And breathe. This is such a good exercise to really get that glute med firing, which is a really important muscle for running because it stabilizes our hips while we run. Helps us not go into a hip drop situation. So having it nice, stable and strong is so important. 10 more seconds. Keep on breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. 2 more. We're coming to plank position. And we're going to get legs wide. Shift weight over to our right side. We're pushing up through our shoulders. We're lifting through that left leg. We're going to get a little bit of a break about halfway through this. But until then, keep everything in a nice straight line. Good hip extension. Mine was a little lacking. Focus on that a little bit more. Keep that back nice and straight and relaxed. Good. Leg down. Reposition. If you need to, shift weight back over to the right. Let's lift again. Keep breathing through this. Keep those shoulders activated, so press up through your hands. Lift that leg really nice and tall. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Gonna take some nice good breaths. Last one for today. Feet shoulder width. Shoulders activated, shift weight to the left and lift. Breathing. Keep things in a nice straight line. Hips don't pop up. Hips don't sink down. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Leg down. Adjust your hands if you need to. Adjust your feet if you need to. Shift weight back over to the left and lift. Good job. 10 seconds. You can do hard things. 5, 2, 1. Rest. That's tough. I love core day because it is fast, it is hard, it is very rewarding. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a great one. Be back here for week 4 and be prepared for a little bit of a bump in intensity, okay? See ya.